Well, good afternoon, staff, fellow students, and of course, all the celebrities in Hollywood that are anxiously and eagerly awaiting our weekly visit here. And by celebrities, I mean, well, no one. But, you know, dare to dream. It's what made this country great, you know, daring to dream.
Yep, certainly is. There's nothing wrong with dreaming, is there? Unless it's maths. Be focused.
Well, it has definitely been an interesting week. Once again, a short week, but not shy of activity.
It certainly has not been shy of any activities like, you know, Viking raids, lots of different types of Vikings,
and of course,
lots
Mr.
of
Marsh, very ready. We've been having fun with the water. International Day, of course, was today. Lots of wonderful costumes and things. Ignore the continuity error in Mr. Daglish and mine clothing. You will notice that we've just changed for assembly, and then we're going to change back when we appear in front of you. So ignore the continuity error here, kids. Been wonderful to see all of these costumes, the different activities that kids have been doing all day, and your magnificent Viking fight there, Mr. Daglish.
Yes. Yep. Keep an eye on the yard, guys. There's a couple of legs missing and maybe an arm or two. So have a look around. There's definitely some heads. I saw some heads roll. So, you know, follow the blood.
It can happen with the Vikings. I
could
think
be Mr. Stewart's paint after today, or it could be blood. So you're gonna have to have a look. Check out the colours.
Yeah. Well, perhaps our water fight washed away some of that. Some of that's evidence. So we'll have to see. Magnificent water fight from year 6. Kids will be drying themselves off for quite some time.
They will.
I know it's a little bit loud behind me here, but that's fine. Next week, we have a normal week, Mr. Daglish. I think it's been, it almost feels like it's been a long time since we've had a Monday to Friday.
Yep, I doubt there's such thing as a normal week, but we'll take it. There's no big event happening. Just assessments, things like that. People might have a trip or two, but ours is at the end of May, so it won't affect us. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully just heads down, get on with it. Because after next week, Mr. Marsh, it's our last run-in, our last half term.
It is. Yeah. So assessments next week, and then we got some fun field trips. A few things planned. Teachers, I can hear, secretly have things in the works. So children, you better be behaving. Remember, field trips are a privilege, not a right. So your behavior matters. We do know that it is the end of the year. We are all getting a little tired and waiting for that end, but we need one big more push from you guys, and then we're done.
Yep.
Well, speaking of people pushing themselves and just being amazing all around, I have a nice big mittful here of stars of the week, Mr. Daglish, and one of them from your area, down in your neck of the woods, which we'll hand down a little bit later.
Yep.
But we will start with our specialist teachers. So from Miss Valentina for EAL, and this student I wasn't too sure about, you know, at the beginning of the year, name came up and not always in good ways, but lately just constant improvement. So this one in year 4. So for being creative in class and trying hard to complete all tasks set for her. And in year 4, this goes to Eva. So well done, Eva. You're just turning into a little star machine there.
She is. She's doing very well.
Yeah, really well done. So in year 1, this one's coming from Miss Katia in music. So for excellent performance of the Viking song. I have heard the Viking song today. I heard them practicing. It was excellent. So
something like that. Yeah, it was cool.
You betcha. Well, for the Viking song, an excellent behavior and participation in all music lessons. So in year 1, this goes to Manuela. So well done, Manuela. Good job. Well, from the class teachers, Miss Holly, for her patience and observational countenance in class, positive attitude in working with classmates of various abilities, willingness to always lend a hand for both teachers and peers. all around great effort. Not a stranger to Star of the Week, but this goes to Sana in your Sana. Well done, Sana. And I know that Sana's been collecting the little tiny Harry Potter figures that come from Azbuka.
Oh, really?
I have been giving all of mine to her, so she should have a nice big collection now.
I see.
Right. Well, from Mr. Stewart and Miss Elena, so for impeccable homework and spectacular listening skills in class, this goes to Yejang. Well done, Yejang.
Yejung's having a very good year, I must say. Yejung's definitely matured. She's definitely getting older. What a great year she's having. Well done, Yejung.
Well done. Well, okay. Well, for being quietly hardworking in year 5 this week and in everything, and for all subjects and homework completed independently, sometimes the quietest student can make the loudest noise. Miss Peoples has put here, and it's very, very true. Miss Peoples very happy with this one. Sasha in year 5. Well done, Sasha. Good job. Good job.
Sasha, good stuff.
Excellent. Well, from my little neck of minions here, we have one student. I even broke out the scratch and stiff stickers for this one.
Yeah, well.
Mostly because I just remembered that I had scratch and stiff stickers. Well, for this person, as just you talk about students having a fantastic year, this one's been having a great year and just never ever gives up on anything. He will always give his best effort, whether he's struggling, whether it's hard, difficult, easy. He will just always give his best. And this week, Mr. Daglish, we had the kids out doing some really tough exercises for their heart rate experiments. And even though he was struggling, he did not stop. He just kept pushing and kept pushing and kept pushing. So just excellent quality. And this goes to Hayun in my class. Well done, Hayun. Really well done.
Hayun and Sasha are both quiet, but just get on with the job.
Yeah,
that's
100%.
Well done, guys.
I'm very sure that Hayun is going to go up another couple reading levels this term, and it's just, he's just all around. He's having a great year.
Yeah, well done.
Well, Mr. Daglish, I know that my house captains kind of came floating around here a little bit.
Yeah.
It's another interesting week. Another close week.
Well, there's only a point difference between second and third, for instance. I had only a point difference last week between
from first and second.
Second and the third. So yeah, it's always interesting. Okay, but it looks like there are little gaps appearing now. Okay, but all the differences weren't massive this week. It's just that they're slightly building on the week prior. There's gaps appearing, Mr. Marsh. So let's see what happens. That reminds me, maybe I should be looking at another house competition shortly, just to see if we can.
Maybe a little one after assessment week, maybe just to kind of blow off a little bit of steam.
Yeah. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, let's keep that in mind, Mr. Marshall. Yeah. Right. So this week, 4th position, 44 points. Okay. Normally that would be decent, but these days it seems low. But I guess I don't know. We'll see. But 44 points and 4th position this week. It is the Bears.
Ooh. Well done, Bears.
Well done, Bears. So Bears,
I know Dakota's going to be unhappy behind me here, but chin up.
Yeah, keep your chin up. You know what happens every week, it changes.
Which also means that Yo is also sitting right behind me. You can't see him right now, but he's like,
yep,
waiting to see what happens.
Yeah, well, he's going to find out very quickly. Because, in 3rd place with a respectable 65 points. Okay,
that is a big gap.
Yeah, that's decent. That is actually Wolves. So we finished 3rd, buddy. So we need this. I would have to think of a house competition that's going to favour us. Maybe.
The Eagles will not give up. I promise.
Oh, Eagles, they're looking very healthy. So 65 points. So yeah, well done, Wolves. Decent score. But now this is interesting. I've only just spotted this. The difference between 1st and 2nd for this week's total is 1 point. 1 point.
There was nothing in it when I was writing them out.
Okay. So second place with 73 points. That means first obviously have 74 points. So second place this week goes to Tigers.
Ooh.
So Tigers
Wait.
have had a good week.
Could it be?
Well, Eagles have won this week. Yeah.
By
Eagles
1 point.
by 1 point. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is, Mr. Marsh, is they're stretching all the time. You know, it was between, if you remember last week, it was basically Eagles and Bears, 1 point difference as a total. This week, they've gone and nearly, getting 30 points more than Bears. That's a
Good job, Eagles.
So well done, Eagles. Eagles are looking good. Good week this week. Well done, Tigers.
It's what happens with Eagles. Once they start soaring, they just keep going, I hope.
Yeah, I'm thinking about buying a rifle. Just to see if it shoots them out the sky.
Well done, Eagles. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Excellent. And who's the Eagles captain? Is it?
That is Sophia.
I thought it was Sophia.
Yeah.
Okay, so well done, Sophia. Sophia looks like she could be leading the guys to victory if this keeps on going. But there's a long way to go yet, Mr. Marsh. So let's have a look at the totals. In fourth position with 2,082. Who would ever thought we'd say that with a half term left? 2,082 in the fourth position. It is the Wolves. Okay, so we're still in fourth position.
Well done, Wolves.
We'll let's see how far we.
Still a very good score.
That's a fantastic score, yeah. In third position with 2,108. Okay, it is actually the Tigers.
Oh,
So yeah, Tigers.
Tigers.
And only 1 point extra in second place, as I said earlier. You probably guessed it, but it is actually the Bears.
The Bears
Second
by 1 point. So I know Amina and Dakota will be kind of looking at each other right now, sort of eyeing up who's going to end up taking this one.
Yeah. Well, if Eagles are looking pretty on that nest of yours, Mr. Marsh. So they've got 2,140 points. So this is the type of gap I'm talking about. That's 31 points difference. That's this week's come down to that. Okay. Tigers are getting themselves back into the race. Wolves are just hanging on in there, but I think they've lost a limb or two. Maybe it was the Vikings that took them out. I don't know. So Eagles 2,140 points. Looking good, guys. Keep it up.
Well done, Eagles. Well done. I think that is the second time, well, in 2 weeks, but it's also the second time this year. And we do have that house point challenge with all the video games up there. And I'll be honest, not seeing a lot of entries right now. So guys, you've got to get your entries in. It makes all the difference in the world when there's like 30-point difference, you know, it just makes all the difference.
I mean, there's only point differences, Mr. Marsh. I mean, if you look at Wolves this week, they got 65 points, right? They came third. Now, second was Tigers, only 8 points more, only 9 points more for Eagles.
That's one person doing well on the challenge.
Rosters,
you know,
you get 2 or 3 people, arrows included, getting involved up there.
You're 3, you're 5, you're 4. Some of my minions have done this already.
Yep.
Get onto that challenge, guys. It makes all the difference.
Yep, you'll get a hold of Sana, get her involved. She's a wolf, and we need to catch up here. It's time to roll in the big guns.
It is, and there will be a new challenge next week too. So get your things in today.
Yep, it's going to be interesting, sir. Very interesting.
It will. Well, Mr. Daglish, it has been a very busy week, a wonderful international day, slightly messy, slightly wet, slightly bloody on the playground with limbs of your Viking fight, but it has been just a fantastic week.
It has. Absolutely great week. Yeah.
Absolutely great.
Sweet.
Short but sweet. Exactly right. Well, on behalf of our fearless leader, Mr. Daglish, and myself, we would like to wish you all a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your golden time. Have a wonderful rest. We'll see you all on Monday morning. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Well done.